Right, I've had a bit of a swap round the rifles this week. I've just zeroed the Pro X with the Photon on, and I'm going to take this out and give it a go, the Yukon Photon, on this weekend. The reason I've swapped it over is I found it quite difficult on some of the new bit of permission that I've been on to judge the range. Because it's fairly new, I'm not particularly au fait with the layout of the fields, and I'm finding it quite hard to judge accurately at night the precise distances, and therefore what I've decided to do is I'm going to swap over to a 177. As you know, this is a 177 caliber. It was fitted to my air arms, which is a 2.2 caliber. Now with the 2.2, both is accurate with one another. This is a really accurate rifle. The trouble with 2.2, obviously it's got a slightly more curved trajectory, so you need to be a lot more precise with your range estimation. So what I've done, I've taken the NIGHTFORCE SHV scope off the Pro X and stuck it on the S400, and I have put the Photon on the Pro X. The other thing with the Pro X as well now is I also noticed that there were a lot of rabbits when I was out shooting last time on this particular place, where you get 3 or 4 rabbits all clumped together very tightly in a tight little group, and I was able to shoot one, but then by the time I'd reloaded the single shot on the air arms, even though they hadn't immediately spooked, by the time I'd reloaded it and got back on target again, they'd moved. Now obviously with the Pro X you get 10 shots from one loading, one cocking of the rifle, so I just think that in 177 caliber and with those 10 immediate shots, that this particular rifle now set up as it is will be a lot more suitable for this particular permission that I am now shooting on. And the other thing I want to say as well is I recently treated this stock on the Pro X to some birchwood KC True Oil. Previous to this I've been using the Napier stock guard, but I thought I'd give it a really good go with this birchwood KC True Oil, and I've got to say I am very, very impressed with it. It's a lot harder to do than the stock guard, but it really brings out the finish on the grain. It really does. I mean, to be fair, this isn't the most interesting of walnut stocks on the Pro X. It's not got perhaps the best figured stock in the world, but after treating it with the True Oil, every little bit of grain has come out and it just looks magnificent now. I think it's really come alive. The stock's really come out and it just looks so much better. It really does work well. Like I say, it's harder work to get it on, but once it's on, it really brings out the quality of the woodwork on this rifle. And I think it is a magnificent looking rifle, the Pro X. It's hard to do justice with it on the camera, to pick out just how nice this stock's become. And even better, my Hunting 5, which had a lovely figured walnut stock to start with, now looks magnificent. It really is a lovely rifle. So there you go. So that's the Pro X now fitted up with the Photon XT, and I'm hoping that I'm going to have a lot of success with that. And my new S400 fitted up with this new GRS stock and with the SHV on it, and the bipod attachment for the Spartan bipod. I reckon this is going to become a really nice sort of considered single shot sort of sniping rifle, if you like. settling in prone somewhere and waiting. Being able to measure the range with the laser rangefinder and then accurately picking them off in 2.2 caliber. This gun sits so nicely now. I mean, I've just zeroed the scope in and it literally is, it's pellet on pellet. I'm alright, I've only zeroed it in at 20 yards at the moment, because that's all I'm able to do without taking it out to the farm. But at 20 yards it's literally pellet on pellet, and it's easy to get pellet on pellet. The stock fits, it just fits so well, you can adjust it. It's just lovely. I've raised the cheek piece slightly for the new for this SHV NIGHTFORCE scope. It's a little, I've raised the cheek piece up a little bit higher than I had it with the night sight, the PHOTON, and just great, just really nice rifles. But that Pro X stock now is beautiful. It really is difficult to get it to do justice, but it feels nice as well. It's got a lovely feel to it. It feels like a really expensive shotgun stock. It's really good. And I have to admit, I think it looks pretty damn mean, that Pro X, with that XT on it. I mean, it gives it a nice look. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I will be out soon doing some longer range test shooting with the PHOTON, and also with this rather magnificent air arms. Thanks for watching.